Hello everyone, so in this particular video we are going to take an overview of this particular course, units and dimension on super courses. So in this particular chapter we are going to start with the discussion of unit and dimension, which is basically divided into three parts: units, measurements and dimension. So inside unit we will be studying about system of unit. So I think you all might have studied about the system of unit. You might have heard of SI unit, CGS unit, MKS unit, FPS units. So those units we'll be discussing in detail, and then next we will be discussing about physical quantities. So what are actually physical quantities? Are the quantities that can be measured and can be written in terms of some number along with some unit, like mass can be written as 5 kg, length can be written as 1 kilometers or something. But there are certain quantities that is not possible to be written in terms of numbers and the unit, like love is not a physical quantity. Anger, you cannot give a number to anger, right? So these are not physical quantities. Coming to physical quantities, it is divided into two. This is fundamental quantity and derived quantity. So there are basically seven number of fundamental quantities that is defined, and all other quantities are just mix up of these fundamental quantities. Okay, so we'll be discussing in detail. We'll be looking after a number of examples regarding these things. So coming to measurement, we will be doing the measurement of length, mass and time. Length, mass and time. So but here I'm not showing you this time portion. Why? Because this time, measurement of time, is going to be a very small portion, and not much number of questions are coming in the examination. But measurement of length and mass, they are really important. Okay, now coming to the dimension. Now inside this dimension we'll be discussing principle of homogeneity, and this principle of homogeneity will help you to understand how do we write an equation. So while you are writing an equation, it is written in terms of left hand side will be equals to right hand side. So whenever this equation is written, then we have to make sure that the left hand side and right hand side should have the same dimension. Then only the equation will be a correct one, or else the equation will be definitely, it will be wrong if the dimension are not matching. And that is the homogeneity principle. Now coming to next point, that is conversion of system of unit. SOU means system of units. So dimensions can be used to convert one system of unit into another system of unit. Like if you have a physical quantity written in SI unit, and if you want to convert it into FPS or maybe CGS, then we can take use of dimension, and that thing we will be discussing in detail. Now coming to the next point, that is dimensional analysis. So there is certain tricks which is used to find out whether certain relationship can be developed between given physical quantities. Using dimensional analysis, we can find out the relation, we can develop some new relation. Okay, so this is that. And now apart from these things, there are some points that I can consider it inside the measurement, and these points are like this: accuracy and precision. So a lot of questions are coming from accuracy and precision in the examination, and in our daily life we are using these words, but we are not using it properly. So that thing also we will be discussing, what is the actual difference or the actual definition of accuracy and precision, and how these two quantities are different from each other. Now coming to next is error. So while we are measuring some quantities, some of the physical quantities, definitely there are going to be some kind of errors coming into the measurement. And these errors, what are the different kinds of error, how do we calculate the error, and how these errors are being propagated when we move on to the calculation part, that is called as error propagation. So these error thing we will be discussing in detail, and I'm sure that you're going to enjoy the lecture. Now next is the significant figure. So significant figure is whenever we are measuring something, maybe we will have number like 2 point, like pi is there now 3.14, and then number of digits are coming, infinite number of digits are coming, but we cannot write all the digits. We have to make it compact, and that method of making it compact is significant. To up to a number of digits, we need to write the equations, we need to write the numbers. Okay, and that way of compacting is number of significant figure. So how significant figure is defined and how it is utilized in our measurement and calculation, that we are going to discuss. Now coming to the next point, it is rounding off. So rounding off is a technique so that we can reduce the number of digits for a given measured quantity. Clear? So this is all about the unit and dimension. So I think you will definitely join the session and you're going to love it, and at the end I'm sure that you'll be able to solve some previous year questions. Surely you will be able to solve previous year questions that were asked already from this chapter in JEE and NEET examination. So thanks for listening. Bye bye and take care.